Crib, presented by Hyundai. Jason Whitlock, Marcellus Wiley. It is Wednesday, hump day. We're halfway through the week, and boy, do we have a great show planned for you today. All right, one of my favorite people and one of the greatest basketball players of all time, Isaiah Thomas, is going to join us in about 10 minutes, and we're going to go into a deep discussion, an interview with Isaiah about his portrayal in The Last Dance, Michael Jordan documentary. We're going to get to the bottom of a lot of issues between Isaiah and Michael. Stick around for that. We're going to do that for about 30, 40 minutes during the show, but we're going to start by going out to LeVar Arrington's crib and talk some football and talk some Ben Roethlisberger and talk some governor of Pennsylvania, Tom Wolf, who criticized Ben Roethlisberger, who posted a video yesterday of him working out, throwing the football with teammates. Big Ben had promised once he was able to throw the football, he would shave his beard, get a haircut, the whole 9 yards. He posted a picture of himself getting that haircut, and the governor of Pennsylvania criticized Big Ben for not being safe during the coronavirus pandemic, and he doesn't want any Pennsylvania going to a barbershop. Barbershops are not open in Pennsylvania. All right, Marcellus, do you have a problem with the governor of Pennsylvania criticizing Big Ben here?
I don't have a problem with it. He's basically just saying no one's above reproach and in protection of all local and state citizens. He's like, you just got to follow the guidelines, follow the protocol. No one's above the law. I can hear Antonio Bryan right now somewhere saying, there's that owner's mentality again by Big Ben, thinking he's above the law. And this is what it feels like in this situation. I think it's almost laughable. The thirst for the marketing and the campaigning really made them go beyond what they knew they should have done, which is do this in your own private confines. Do it at home. Hey, Big Ben, he's your friend, personal friend. Bring him to the crib. Problem solved. You go by any merchant, any business right now, you don't see a sign that says closed for COVID unless you the homie. That's not how this goes, and he tried to play it that way. So I think it's just pretty funny to see Ben get caught out like that. If he's your friend, like they say, bring him over to the crib, problem solved.
Yeah, I totally 100 agree with that. Listen, I have no problem with the governor addressing it for those very reasons that you just said, Marcellus. There's two ways he could have handled this, right? He could have, one, brought the barber to his crib. Or two, if you slide in silence. You could have cut that video where it could have showed exactly what you wanted, how you wanted it to be showed. Foresight, 2020 hindsight, it shows that you made a mistake in engaging what you did. But I think it was responsible for the governor to address it, because all those beloved fans, I'm a Steelers fan, so I know how big Ben is in Pittsburgh. All those fans of Ben are going to be sitting there talking about, it's time to go get a trim. Let me go get myself trimmed up. And now it takes away the danger that may exist, with where we're at currently.
Listen, and I just want to introduce this for everybody watching at home. Marcellus and LeVar are parents, they're fathers. They have a perspective on this that I don't have as someone who isn't a parent or a father. I'm like a lot of people in this country. I'm ready to go, and consequences be damned. And I say that in all seriousness. There's a lot of people. My barber comes over here to my apartment, cuts my hair. I'm not going to call his name out, but he's been meeting people at his shop, a very popular shop here in Los Angeles, and cutting their hair, no different than what Big Ben and his barber, I think his name's Carlos, were doing. Look, there are people, and we have focused, the media has done an amazing job of focusing on the people that have gotten sick and died from coronavirus. There's been almost no attention paid to the businesses and the people that are being destroyed economically because of our reaction to the coronavirus. And so I look at this barber, I look at what Ben's doing here by throwing some shine on his barber, and I think that's their little subtle way of protesting, like, hey, man, we've all sat around and thought about the consequences, and with the time we're in, we are ready to move on. We can't move in fear for the rest of our lives. I say that I said at the beginning, I'm not a parent. Marcellus LeVar have a different perspective than I do, but I think the governor here should shut the hell up. No harm, no foul here. I didn't see a bunch of people in this shop. Big Ben and the barber, to me, totally in the right here.
Look, you don't have to be a father, parent, married to not break the damn rules, not to break the law right now. Like, this is their rule, and you're supposed to respect the governing body in this situation. And you did some dry snitching right there on your barber. He better watch out. You were that close, Jason. That close to letting them go.
Yeah.
But that said, man, look, I understand the economic balance in this equation. Health, economy, I get that. I'm with you. But there's a time and place for everything. And LeVar said it. If you're going to slide, why we all got to know where you slide, man? Just get it done with the effect. I think that this was a bad look on them because they didn't see this coming. They thought this was going to be a glowy, Ben's back, everyone in Pittsburgh's going to love this because I'm Big Ben and I'm back. But they didn't look at it from the other perspective, which is like, dude, did you have to break the rule? Did you have to be the one? And this goes to the narrative of Big Ben in general in that locker room, some of the issues and dissension. He always got to be the one. So if you think you're above the law, continue, Big Ben. You do it. I ain't mad at you, but I'm also not mad at the governor for calling you out.
Yeah, you say health be damned, Whit, but imagine if a couple weeks from now, we really are looking at Ben Roethlisberger deal with being sick. Like, what if that were to happen? And I don't know if that would be where we could actually say, okay, it happened when he went to see the barber. But, man, if I'm the governor and I didn't say anything and I saw this, and this man comes back sick a month or so from now, and I know that I could have said something that was responsibly making sure that the fans, the people, need to be paying attention to what the rules are to stay safe and stay healthy. I feel like that was a responsible address by the governor.
Look, I think the governor can tell everybody to stay at home and stay locked up in your house forever, and you'll all be safe, and you'll just wait on death to come visit you at your house. Big Ben and that barber, to me, this was their little quiet little protest. They're on the side of the people that's like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Look, people take risk in this society. People sacrifice their health for freedom. That's been the history of America and this planet. Freedom is a value more important to a lot of people than their own life. The history of America is littered with that. Go back, to the Civil War. People knew they were going to die, but they believed in something and were willing to sacrifice their life in service of that. And so I don't want to equate Ben and the barber to that.
A free haircut is freedom.
But I'm just telling you, this is a protest. Give me liberty or give me death is what a lot of people believe. And so I'm just this country's founded on freedom. And I'm just sorry. We cannot be denied our freedom forever. And I say that knowing, look, I'm overweight. Corona may come get me. Don't shed no tears for me. I'm good with God. I'll be okay. There's a lot of people that believe that. All right, we got to keep it.
We're going to do the Zoom call for you.
We got to keep it moving.
About it.
We're going to keep it moving. Isaiah Thomas is right around the corner, and we're going to get into this Last Dance documentary.